The lesson I'm going to show you today is a first grade lesson, and it's called Texture and Sculpture. And in the lesson, the students are going to learn about how art is not always two-dimensional, how it can be three-dimensional, and it can be things like sculptures, it can be statues, architecture, it can be made of glass, it really can be made out of anything. And so they are going to make their own three-dimensional sculpture. So what you're going to start with, this is just a paper plate, and what I've done is I have just glued a little box to it. You could do a milk carton, like a school milk carton, or any other small box like that. You could even do a toilet paper roll or two. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be square. This is just a small craft box. I got a package of 100 of them on Amazon for, under $20. So that's an option. So, and all I did was I hot glued the box to the bottom of the paper plate. I like to do it to the bottom of the paper plate because the bottom of the paper plate can be colored on and is easier to work with than the kind of shiny top of the paper plate. And then the other thing that you're going to have is things like this. And you could put this on groups of students, like obviously each student wouldn't have this, but maybe, tables or however the students are arranged. And I just have things like pom-poms, pipe cleaners, feathers, I've got popsicle sticks, some sequins, another thing, this kind of sequin, scraps of paper. You could have scraps of fabric, really any odds and ends that you could find. I got the majority of this stuff at the dollar store actually. So there's wood beads here, there's plastic beads. So I would give each, small group of students something similar to this. So they just have some choices. If they're working at individual desks, something you could do would be to give them, put all the supplies out and give them like a small cup, and they could pull a few supplies to put in their cup. Kind of the same way that you would do gingerbread houses during the holidays, kind of the same idea. So that's what the things that you need. The other thing that obviously glue sticks are not going to work here. You could give them a bottle of school glue. I like to use the glue cups. So this is just a small plastic container with the lid and a paintbrush. And this will last like this for quite a while. I've had this in here for months and it's still liquid as long as you put the lids back on them. So in this way they can kind of put the right amount of glue. It's easier for them to control than the bottle of school glue. And so really you're gonna let them kind of go crazy and do whatever they want. Some will kind of just haphazardly throw everything on it, and others will be really meticulous about wanting a certain pattern or design, and that's up to them. So, and they can decorate the house, they can decorate the plate, whatever they want. So that is that's all they're going to do on this project, and they really will have a lot of fun with it because it's really a chance for them to be creative and kind of do whatever they want. So here is my finished product of the texture and sculpture. And as you can see, I just put stuff everywhere. They can decorate the plate, they can decorate the box, they can make it look like a house, or they can just make it look like any sculpture that they want. They can really do whatever they want. The one hint I would give them is to really put that glue on there. That really helps to get things to stick, but I didn't have any trouble with the glue cup and the brush getting the elements to stick. They all stuck just fine. So again, they have a lot of fun with this one. It's really different than what they're used to doing. If you wanted to, you could also get out markers and let them color on the plate, color on the box. It's totally up to you what you have time for and what you want to do. Just trying to show you all the sides of this sculpture that I made.